Welcome, loves, to another episode of my podcast. That's fine with me. Today, we're going to be talking about manifestation and how scamful it is, how many frauds there are in this area, and why you shouldn't fall into this trap. I'm going to get started with my own experience. A couple of years ago, I was desperate. I was struggling with my YouTube channel. Honestly, I can't say I'm a super, super, super famous YouTuber, you can tell, but I've just hit 1,000 subscribers, which I'm super grateful for you guys, and I'm super, super happy that it happened. But honestly, I can't say a couple of years ago I was optimistic about my channel at all. And this is not going to be a story where manifestation really happened for me and really helped me out. It's more like I remember that I had a desperate feeling that I wanted this to grow and I wanted this to expand. My channel, I believe, to mention here is really important, but nothing was happening to me, and that was the main reason why I started looking for some answers. And of course, the first thing that you do is search for some information. The first source that I found was YouTube, and a lot of those gurus, they were saying you should believe in manifestation, you should believe in yourself, you should believe that everything's going to come in your way, and you have to be trust in the process. And I even remember I was sitting in my room and I grabbed a journal and then I started writing like 1,000 subscribers, and I was like writing this down on and on and on and on. But it was like maybe 4 years ago. Yeah, I guess about 4 years ago. And I felt like, okay, it's gonna come my way. And well, it did 4 years later, but I stopped manifestation right there because it takes a lot of the time, a lot of the energy. You're literally bringing money to the gurus instead of bringing these money to your family. And it's really interesting to say that I am not a firm believer in manifestation any longer, and that's why. Okay, 2010, maybe 2011, I was sitting and hanging out with one of my friends, and she was telling me something about positive thinking, about positive thoughts. And I was like, what are you talking about? I remember I was maybe 16, and of course, I did not know anything about manifestation. And of course, the people were sort of gambling this way, and they were asking universe for whatever they wanted, and universe would grant it within a week or maybe a month. I was like, fascinating, like, wow, is it true? And she asked me to promise not to tell anyone about a film that she would bring the next day and then share it with me. And I was like, okay, so what kind of film? And she actually asked me to promise keep it as a secret. So I said, like, okay, like, let's just bring it to me. I'm dying to know what you're having for me. And then she brought me the film Secret. The Secret is, I guess, the most famous fraudulent films you can ever get. And I know that most of you guys would say probably in the comment section, or maybe some of you would support me that, well, Secret wasn't that bad. You should believe in, positive thinking and whatever. And I do believe in positive thinking. I am an optimist, and I always try to, like, after the first fall, I have to extend up on my own and then just keep on moving forward. That is the main reason why I was like a little bit skeptical at first, but then when I started watching, first it was a little bit boring. I remember being a 16-year-old. It's too much positive energy they're trying to sell me. It's not even the positive energy of the film. It's mainly like selling something, selling a course, selling something to me. And I remember whenever my friend shared this copy, we didn't pay for this. Okay, so we just like got it from internet, I guess. We downloaded, and that was it for us. But I do know that a lot of people paid for the Secret film. It was maybe $65+ million they earned out of this film, and a lot of celebrities, they were actually selling this film as well. Not selling in a way like, okay, I'm gonna get my commission. They were selling this to a person that, like, you have to believe that it's gonna work out for you. And of course it worked. And it spread it through masses. First of all, there are different types of people. Those are frauds. And second type of people, those are victims. Victims, in a way, they are struggling. And I was struggling. I started this podcast with the phrase that I was struggling with my channel. And that is the main idea, main driving, I guess, force for you to start looking for a magical wand and a magical trick that is going to solve all of your problems within a second. So we all want to believe in miracles. Unfortunately, miracles are not happening. They do, but I don't really think it's manifestation. It's just some sort of like, oh, I won a lottery. Woohoo. But still, you went and purchased a ticket, a lottery ticket, to get this, win for yourself. And as a manifestation goes, it's just like you have to ask, but you don't really have to do anything. This is a difference between, I guess, some goals, some really nice luck, and work you put in these actions, and manifestation. We're just, I want to be a celebrity tomorrow. I want to become a celebrity. I want to be an actress. I want to go down the block, and I want some director or cute actor to discover me, and tomorrow I want to be famous. And I'm sending this to the universe. But most of the time, it's not going to work this way. You need to put at least some work and some actions in your goals and maybe your dreams. And a lot of those frauds, they are preying on those victims, let's say. They will promise that you're going to become famous. Some people don't really need money. They don't really need fame. They need health. And someone with cancer or maybe some sort of disease, gastritis, they do have the feeling that if they're going to feel like, think positively, then it's going to cure them. I guess it is really important to be positive whenever you're going through some medical struggles. But at the same time, you have to know not only believing in something good, but taking real action, taking real pills, following prescription of your doctors. This is key in this result. And I guess it's important to know that there's always going to be an optimist and a pessimist. The pessimist will always think that everything's bad. The optimist is going to think it's good. Every time everything's going to be fine and everything's going to be good. From my personal experience, I guess I am an optimist, but I am a realist at the same time. So I understand that something is not going to happen overnight. That's why it's a lot of work. It's a lot of energy. And going to my channel, instead of writing down this 1,000 subscriber bullshit, not a bullshit about subscribers, but just wasting my time on journaling, I should have just filmed a video. I should have added my video. I should have learned some information how to expand my channel, how to grow my channel. This type of actions, they brought me to the 1,000 mark that I have right now. And of course, thank you guys for getting there with me. And another really interesting point about manifestation, a lot of the times you should think positively and it's going to happen. Well, I guess it is true, but at the same time, I have a couple of videos on my channel that gain over 1,000 views. One of the videos I have has 30,000 views, but still I have only 1,000 subscribers. Then I had another video that gained 5,000 views, still 1,000 subscribers. I actually have a lot of shorts that have over 1,000 views and still not that much subscribers. If we're going to a manifestation mode, then, well, I put my video out there and I was hoping for millions of subscribers, for example. But out of this thousands of views, I gained maybe only 2 or 3 subscribers, which is more or less realistic. And unfortunately, a lot of those business coaches and business trainers, life trainers, manifestation coaches, they would say, then you put some negative thought in it, or you didn't actually believe that could happen to you. It's your fault. Another really tricky situation that they're putting you through, they're telling that this is your fault if you do not reach a certain, amount of subscribers, if you don't reach your goal, and they would blame you. That is a great position for someone who is selling you air, basically air. They're not selling you a real step-by-step tutorial that is going to help you to earn lots of money. They're not offering you a real job that would provide your family with money. They're not giving you any medicine that will cure you. They're definitely just selling a thought that your thoughts are going to become real if you just think of it. And I watched a lot of the videos, manifestation videos, back in the day when I was desperate and I had my anxiety kicking in every day or two, because I was like, oh my God, so what am I supposed to do? I want to gain those followers. I want to gain. And why am I saying in this podcast that much about my YouTube channel? Because I was literally fixed on this problem. And I was fixed on, think positively. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and tomorrow I have. And I wasn't talking to myself, my future self in the future. I was talking to myself as I'm in present. Like, tomorrow I wake up and I have 1,000 subscribers. Tomorrow I wake up and I have 1,000 subscribers. Tomorrow I wake up and I have still like maybe 100 subscribers. And I was like, it didn't work out for me, but okay, tomorrow I'm going to wake up. Tomorrow I wake up and I have 1,000 subscribers. And I kept on giving myself those inspiring speeches and saying like, yeah, I have it now. I have it today. And well, now, about 4 years ago, I found my astrologer, and I do believe in astrology. I don't really believe in human design, or I don't know how it's called, because most of the time, a lot of information not related to my topic. And my astrology, my astrologist, she's a huge fan of human design astrology or something like that. Honestly, I don't support it, and I don't even ask her about my human design or something, how it's called, I don't know. Because most of the time she would say like, oh, you have, for example, this number, then you loved going to a kindergarten. I would say, no, I hated kindergarten. I literally hated kindergarten. I ran away. And she said, then maybe this is not your real birth time. Maybe your birth time is incorrect, so that's why you should love kindergarten. And I'm like, no, because you're my astrologist. And actually, the planets, the real astrology works for me, but your human design doesn't work for me. So I guess this is a problem of human design. A lot of this human design, they have manifestation as well, like manifest and whatever. Like, that's complete bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna follow these instructions because astrology is literally given perspective on what is gonna happen and what's not gonna happen. And I love it about a real astrology because, for example, like I asked, am I gonna find a job in like this field? And she said, yeah, but it's only gonna happen in a year. So she didn't say, oh, believe in yourself and tomorrow you are gonna get this invitation from a company. No, she said certain dates, certain years, and it really happened. It really happened. As well as I remember one of the girls from the group that I was, we are in the same group chat and we were talking and this girl was like, okay, do everyone get a positive prediction from our astrologist? Because I don't. I get a negative prediction. And the astrologist said, I'm sorry, but if I can't see anything positive about the question you asked. For example, she wanted to be a celebrity, like she wanted to be a famous singer, and she said, unfortunately, I don't really see this career in your life. You're not a singer. And she's like, I was waiting for a positive prediction, but you given only negative predictions. And she said, no, I'm saying whatever I see, but if it's not there, it's not there. And that is the main reason why I love astrology. If you're not meant to be a celebrity, your astrologist is going to tell you you're not meant to be. She's not going to manifest this idea. It's going to come your way. No, she's going to basically say, give up this idea. But you should always find a better astrologist because I do remember I went to another one, an old lady, and she said so many things like complete outrageous stories that did not come true. And that's why you have to, at least when you look for an astrologist, talk to someone who said that it literally worked for him or for her. And that's only way to trust an astrologer. I guess we can see vividly that manifestation is more than just some sort of like videos on YouTube. Sometimes a lot of MLM companies, MLM scheme companies, let's say, and cults, they're operating on the same beliefs that you have to believe in some positive thinking and then you are going to earn that amount of money by the end of the month. Or like you bring that much people, you are a billionaire. We're going to bathe you in money. We're going to bathe you in some hopes and dreams that together we're family. Together we're undeniably the best MLM company in the world or something like that. And most of the time, the bottom section of this MLM company is given money. That's a pyramid scheme. So you're given your money out and then you're getting some more people to this pyramid and then you're getting their money, and this is the only way around because their own people are purchasing their own products and they're earning out of it. And honestly, if you're really bad at selling something, you're not going to survive an MLM company because most of the time they're asking for more money and for more people that they can scam. As well as cult. Do you remember cults were super popular last century because people, they wanted to believe that, I don't know, some healer from a TV, if you come closer and you bring a bottle of water to your TV screen, then they're gonna empower this water with a healing quality, with a healing energy, and then you're gonna heal yourself magically. Another really funny video we saw, by the way, a lot of old people trust those MLM companies, those, frauds, a lot of them, and a lot of young people as well, but we're gonna go to this a little bit later because the scheme program has changed a little bit. That's why it's so much more better for young generation to trust, and it's more like a TikTok program. But I remember we saw a video, like a really, really old woman. She was searching for some goods. I don't even know how to call it. And this guy, he was selling a sticker. He was selling just some simple sticker. And he said, you have to glue this sticker to your phone. And whenever you feel pain, just try to make sure that the sticker is around this area. And believe it or not, you're not going to feel any pain. You're going to feel fresh, energized, and cured. And this old woman was like, oh, thank you so much. You are the best person in the world. Like, God bless you. God bless you. And you're like, how much is for the sticker? And it's like $100 for a sticker. And this old lady paid those money because she wants to believe in the miracle. She's old. Of course she's going to have pain. I am almost 30 and I feel pain now and then. So I guess it's really interesting when a 70-year-old woman wants to believe that a sticker is going to cure all of her problems. She's old. It's not going to cure you, okay? But okay. The worst problem of manifestation, in my opinion, is when celebrities are promoting this idea. Jennifer Aniston, Jim Carrey, Will Smith, and many, many more. Oprah Winfrey, they're promoting, and Oprah has a huge impact on people, like influence. The influence is crazy. And then whenever I saw those, like celebrities talking like, oh my God, I manifested this dream life. I manifested this life. And unfortunately, I don't really think they manifested this life. I guess they weren't even lucky. Of course, they were lucky, but I guess they were meant to be celebrities. There are lots of actors and singers that are not famous. And believe it or not, I'm pretty much sure that some of these people, they are manifesting, or they manifested and they're still not famous. You just got lucky to be famous. And it's not because of manifestation. It's because, I don't know, like in 90s, that was a possibility that you could squeeze yourself in. And right now the industry is out of proportion, and it's like full blown money, sex industry, if we're talking about Didi and the others. So I'm not really sure that people like Didi. Okay, if Didi manifested something in his life, then why didn't he do so much shit to others, and why he's in jail? Another really cool, let's say, example to give you guys about The Secret. Do you remember those people saying like, oh my God, you just have to think and the paycheck is going to arrive by the end of the week or by the end of the month, and you have to just collect it and visualize. So the first person who was saying this, honestly, I don't remember their names. I don't remember. So the first person who said that, he was charged for fraudulent business, and he has no right to do anything with finance in Australia, but he's still teaching in other countries, and he's still doing some, I guess, finance activity in other countries. Another great example, another guy and coach who was saying the same thing about, finances and luck and whatever, abundance. He killed 2 women, not himself, but he had some sort of manifestation program where people could participate in, and unfortunately it was super hot there, and he didn't really care. His main focus was on money, and 2 women, they died because of the conditions, and it was super hot. That is the main reason why they were dehydrated, and if I'm mistaken, they died. So he got into prison for 2 years. I don't really think he manifested prison, but he got into prison. He did manifest himself getting out of the jail. He didn't. He went to jail for 2 years. A manifestation coach. Another great example, a woman, she was talking about cancer, and she had breast cancer, and she said she cured herself without any therapy, and she believed in a positive outcome, and she believed that she's cured. And then she came to see a doctor, and this doctor said that she had no cancer at all. But unfortunately, in 2014, she died of cancer, breast cancer. And a couple of sources said that she died of cancer. Honestly, I don't understand. If this film was that big, this film brought so much attention and earned that much money, and even celebrities were involved, I don't really understand how those people, like authorities, couldn't check the basic minimum of this film. Of course, it's fiction, and I do understand that authorities, they can't actually check every single film that is released, but at the same time, those were false claims, and people fell into this trap, and people were willing to give their money to get this lesson from those gurus, and most of the time they were left with no home or with no money, no savings, and that is a huge problem. Whenever you want to participate in these manifestations, those gurus, they're taking money, and it's not for free. That's why I believe manifestation is another way for people to earn money out of your trust, but they're not providing some real information, and the real information that is going to help you out, as well as YouTubers would say, but YouTubers are not asking for my money. Well, they're not asking for money, but you're watching their video and they're going to get a commission out of it. Then they're going to film another video that they're going to get another commission, and with this commission comes some commercial, so they can commercialize their videos, advertise their videos, and that is the main reason why it's really profitable for them. As well as a TikToker would say something about, you need to manifest and you're going to get it. Literally, you're going to get it. And then they're going to just real quick mention that they're selling the course, how you can manifest within maybe 1 week. And this course is maybe $10 or maybe even $100. And most of these courses, they do not contain real information. It's like, believe in yourself, believe and write down all of this, just do some journaling. And, it's really interesting because some billionaires, real people with real money, they said, when I watched some influencers saying what they do to get success, like journaling, yoga, meditation, they say, honestly, I don't know when they have time to earn money. to actually earn money. Most of those billionaires, they say like, I wake up and I go and I earn money. And those influencers, they're showing you like, you can sit, meditate and manifest and journal. And then it's like, it's been 3 hours of your own time that you could have been building your success and your money and your business. And that is the problem, that people want to get a quick fix for their problem, as well as I wanted to get a quick fix of my problem. But honestly, it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of creativity for some of you guys. And you should believe in your dreams. You should believe in your goals. And you should support yourself with like maybe optimism. But do not expect anything within a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes. Do not expect this to come your life overnight, because, well, it may come overnight, but not always going to stay there for as long as you want this to stay. As well as good example of Taylor Lautner. He was super popular because of Twilight, and I guess he had become popular overnight, and then everything crashed when one film after another one wasn't super successful, and he had to suffer through depression. And if a person would say with the like manifestation program, like that was his fault, he didn't actually believe in himself. But let me tell you, when he was at the peak of his career, I don't really think he was a pessimist. I guess he felt like everything was going more or less okay, everything was going great. And then another trick that a lot of those gurus are saying, that you're not allowed to say no or like some negative emotions. You're not allowed to show your negative emotions, but it's not okay. I guess you should keep in mind that negative emotions are a necessity. Humans are complicated, and our emotions were given to help us survive and know what is good for us and what it's not. And whenever you try to suppress negative feelings, well, it's going to fire back one way or another. It's going to lead to a nervous breakdown. It's going to lead to some other issues and problems, maybe into some fetishes. It's not okay. If you have bad emotions, you have to deal with these bad emotions. You don't have to suppress them. And the harmful effect of manifestation is that you have to suppress those emotions. But instead of suppressing, you have to live them through. You have to analyze those emotions, and then maybe come out of those emotions, negative emotions, a better version of yourself. A couple of years ago, I had a nervous breakdown because I was suppressing my emotions. I felt angry. I hated my job. I felt like I was constantly put down at my job, and people were literally treating me like shit. And I tried to neglect that fact. And I would come home and I would just cry. And the next morning I would wake up and I would just like say to myself, like, everything's fine, and go to work. Then I had my diarrhea problem because I was super nervous to go to work, but I just neglected the fact. Then I had my other health issues, and all of those issues happened only when I was at work. When I was at home, everything was fine. I felt more or less fine. And I remember telling my parents, I remember telling my husband that, like, I don't really feel like I like this job. And they were like, "Ugh, it's just your personal, I don't know, beliefs. Just like, don't think about it. Don't stress about that." And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just overthinking something. And I wasn't overthinking. The fact that I was suppressing my feelings wasn't good. And in 3 months, I had the worst nervous breakdown that actually led to some other issues. But I quit my job instantly. I quit my job within 1 day. And I said, no, thank you. It's not okay to feel this way. And manifestation is one of the triggers that can lurk you in a trap where you're like not feeling something, or you're suppressing bad and negative feelings. And the next day, well, you're in a hospital with a mental breakdown or worse. So no, manifestation is not good. I believe in astrology. I believe in planets. I believe in positive thinking. I believe in goals, but I believe in hard work, in hard labor. I believe that whatever you want to achieve, you have to have a plan. You have to know your strategy. You have to know what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and experiment maybe, but do not fall for this idea that everything's going to come your way just because you think positively. No, it's not. It's not going to work out. Hopefully this podcast was more or less useful for some of you guys. I guess it was useful for me when I realized that all of it is a complete bullshit. At least I did not spend any of my hard-earned money, thank God. So please do not spend any money on any courses. If anyone is offering you this, quick fix of your problem, or at least if you are spending some money on different type of courses, the one that are actually giving you strategic ways how to earn money, when, why, the real teaching methods. And okay, I guess that is it for today, guys. Love you all so much. And I'm going to see you in my next podcast. That's fine with me. Bye-bye.